Hello guys, and today I'm going to show you a £50 note. Now a £50 note is the £50 note, is the highest denomination of UK currency. So basically you cannot get a larger amount on a note in Britain than £50. Now I got this when basically I sold a game recently in a shop. There's apparently some older games are worth a lot now. I don't play it anymore, so I thought, well, I might as well sell it if some people are paying silly amounts of money these days for games for some reason. This is a picture of Alan Turing, who was an early computer scientist who worked mostly during World War II in the 1940s basically, and he worked on cracking the Enigma code. On this side it's got a picture of the Queen. £50 notes which are printed nowadays have pictures of the King on instead. Although some will already be in circulation so that the paper isn't wasted. Here it's got some very clever holograms and things like that, although it's virtually impossible to detect this on it switches between the words 50. You can't see it on a camera, I'm afraid, but it does switch between where you see the word 50 here and the word pounds, but it's virtually impossible to detect. Okay. Now, Alan Turing is famous for a test he created called the Turing test, which is a way of determining whether AI actually really exists or not. Okay. And essentially, in his test, there will be a person in a room who will have access to two computer terminals, and they will type questions on both essentially and see the responses from both. At the other end, there will be one person typing on a terminal which will responding to one of the terminals at the other end, and said the other one will be a computer. So there'll be two rooms. In one room there'll be a computer connected and the other and a person in one room. They will be providing the responses. And in another room there will be two terminals with one person asking questions and analysing the responses from both of the computers in that room. In one room, one computer in one room will link to another computer in the other room each. Okay, so so the two would be isolated. Okay, in theory. Okay, you could do it nowadays with one computer and two windows, but you know. And the question he posed was, if a person couldn't tell whether they were effectively writing to a real person or writing to a computer based on the responses they got back, not whether the responses were correct or not, but whether or not the responses were believable to be from a person, then AI would exist. And it's a very famous test known as the Turing test. Okay guys, so there you go, a British £50 note. Okay, so this is the main security strip of holograms, and where it's got 50 and it turns into word pounds, and these don't change, the others don't change, only the £50 one seems to change, but that's how I see it. Okay, and on here it's got some words apparently said or something like that by Alan Turing and a signature from him, and it says, "This is only a foretaste of what is to come, and only the shadow of what is going to be." and I don't know where that's quoted from, but it's apparently one of his quotes, okay, because we include quotes from famous people on our notes, okay. And as I said, he is very famous in computing and for the research and pioneering work he did at Bletchley Park on the Enigma code and the design of computers in general. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. Bye.